28 inches of straight goodness. Ooh. Hi guys, welcome back to Beauty with Ty. So this video is going to be a two-part video. I will be showing you guys how to customize a frontal wig. The first part, I will be showing you how to bleach, pluck your knots, as well as how to sew your frontal onto the wig, as well as adding in the bundles. So pretty much how you make a full lace frontal wig. In the second part of the video, I will be showing you guys how to install your wig, how to glue it down using adhesive glue, and I will be using the Bold Hold Extreme Cream hair glue. So if you would like to see how to make as well as install your frontal to get it to look really nice and neat. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe to this video if you haven't already. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so here's my frontal. It is a 20-inch, looks really good, so soft. As you can see, the hairline has been pre-plucked. Okay, so we're going to get into bleaching the knots. You want to take your frontal, flip it over to the back side. Try to make sure I have all of the hair, so I like to drag it down so that no hair is on the lace. And then these are the products. I like to use the Colada Colors Blue. So the blue color is what's going to help your knots from turning orange and brassy. I'll be using the 30 volume developer, not too strong or too light. And then when I go to wash the bleach out, you want to make sure you have some type of neutralizing shampoo that is going to help stop the bleaching process so that it won't continue to bleach. And then I will be conditioning the hair with this Aussie conditioner. I love this conditioner. It makes my hair really soft, and as you can see, it is a mega moist conditioner, so it locks in the moisture. I already mixed it together, and as far as the consistency, you want it to kind of be thick and not runny. See how it just flops down? So that the bleach won't seep through and get on the actual hair. We want it to just seep through enough to get on the knots of the lace. And I also like to use a knife to be able to spread it easier. So I'll just spread it like this. And I hold one side and pull it so that I can make sure I get all of the areas, and I put it on nice and thick so that I don't have to press it into the lace and risk getting it on the hair past the knots. And then I like to take a peek underneath to make sure I have bleach all over the edges of the lace. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. In about 10 minutes, I will come over and lift it up just to check and see how the knots are bleaching. And then that's it. Okay, so I have washed out my bleach. And now I'm going to pluck the knots a little bit. As you can tell, the hairline has been pre-plucked to about there. So that's the only part that I'm going to be plucking, because this hairline has been pre-plucked and it really doesn't need much. I just want this to be more as a gradient effect. So what I'm going to do is just section off the hair right along the area that has been pre-plucked. Alright, so if you guys can see, it's really dense in this middle area, which makes sense because that's the area you want to make sure you have a lot of volume there. And the size, you can tell, is not as thick, which is great because your size usually isn't that thick. So I really won't have to do much plucking over here, but I will pluck about an inch here in the middle and just pluck a little bit of areas over here to the side. And I like to pluck in sections so that I'm not overwhelmed with too much plucking space, because plucking takes time. Just taking my tweezers and getting close to the lace as I can so that I can actually rip from the root and not pull it from the edge and it still be at the root. And I have this pink top underneath so that I can see what I'm doing. And if your hairline has not been pre-plucked, this is what it's going to look like. And you just want to keep plucking in different areas like this. Make sure you're not staying in the same spot. And these tweezers are by Elf. I love them. They're only $1. And they are bomb and strong. And already you can see where I have plucked because it's starting to get that gradient effect again. Okay, and then I go ahead and comb the hair back so that I can get all of that loose hair that I just plucked out. So that's how much hair I just got from plucking just that little bit. And then I'll go ahead and part that off, and I just do the same thing. So I repeat this step maybe about 2 more times. Pluck, part off, pluck, part off, and then I'll have like a gradient effect that looks good. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did 2 more rows in the middle, and I also plucked my sides. I didn't even part my sides. All I did was just like this. So I don't want to do too much and have balding, and that's what it looks like. And this is all of the hair that I plucked out. Looks like a lot, and then when you look at it, you like, bruh, I don't know where all that hair came from. Okay, so now I will go ahead and tint my lace. This step is optional, or you can just use makeup. We're just trying to get this the same tone as my skin. So I will be using the Taylor Crown Lace Overlay. Okay, I'm just gonna spray. Alright guys, so I'm using nylon thread and I'm using a curved needle. And then I have a wig stand. It's by GEX. I don't like it. It's just as raggedy as all the other ones. So I paid $60 for nothing with that because it's broken in so many different places and I haven't even had it for a long time. And then I have my canvas head, which I love. This is in the size 22. And I also put a nice wrap on it so that when I do color and glue and stuff like that, it is protected. It doesn't look nasty and yucky with all those different colors looking like mildew. So I'll leave a link down below if you would like to see how I wrap this, which was really easy to do, and you can take it off and rewrap it at any time. Very, very helpful. And then this wig cap is a spandex dome cap. It looks like this, and this is the Japanese inspired, and it is a mesh dome cap. Okay, so when I'm doing my frontals, I like to bring it up about 1 inch, and to make sure you have your lace in the middle, I like to fold it in half and then make like a little snip here so I can tell what's the middle. So you can see where that slit is, that's the middle. So I like to go ahead and put it right in the middle of the wig cap. Bring it 1 inch down from the hairline in the cap. Then I flip it over and make sure I bring my cap back and put a pin. The front is going to be loose, so you're not going to pay attention to your front up here anymore. You're just trying to get the band straight across and flat. So I'm going to pull that down and add a T-pin. And do that to both sides. The front is going to be all crowded together like that. Don't pay attention to that. You just want to make sure you have this straight across, nice and flat. And then I will go ahead and sew it down. And I like to start in the middle, right where my pin is at, and go down this way, and then take the other side and sew it down that way. And then I'll go ahead and do the same thing. I like to overlap where I started last time to get it started. And just continue to sew all the way over till I get to the end. Okay y'all, so I have sewn my frontal down from ear to ear. And here are my 3 bundles. 28 inches of goodness. Look at that. Ooh, y'all know how I feel about Nadula hair. I love it. Never been disappointed with Nadula hair. Bomb. So the first bundle will be single, middle bundle will be doubled, and then I will finish with single. And you see how I have my cap pulled down? All right, so just watch me work. I'm gonna start the first one right here. So I like to sew on that first little piece when I'm starting off a track, at least like 3 times in that same area, to make sure I have it on there good. And then I go ahead and tie a knot to lock it all down. And then another helpful tip is I like to take a T-pin, hold the hair down here so I can just sew it down. Make sure you skip over this little area right there. I don't even know what to call it, sorry. Skip over that part and then just keep on going. Okay, and this is how you flip over your track so that it will be flat. So I just go all the way to the end, put a knot, pull the string up, remove your T-pin, flip it over, pin it over there, but you want to have it loose. And then push on it here, like hold it down, and then put your needle right through the track. And then see here, there you go, it's nice and flat. And then I go through that same little spot one more time. Pull it tight, add one more knot, and then I'll tighten this up. Every 3 or 4 stitches, I like to just do a little knot, make sure everything gets secured, and keep it moving. So as I start to work my way up, I will leave just a little bit so that I can fit my last track against the actual band. If you keep taking it all the way to the track, when you go to pull your hair back, you will be running into this layer here. So I like to leave a little gap in between so that I can put one track flat against this. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I just wanted to explain it really quick. Okay guys, so I'm on my last bundle and I doubled up the second one, but I couldn't do the fold over method, so I just cut the hair and just still doubled them up. So just the second bundle, I actually cut the bundles because it was too bulky over here. But as you can see, I still have my gap here so that my last track can be flush. So right now, I'm just gonna work on the last bundle and this will be singled. And I'm just gonna go side by side like this all the way up till I get to the top of the band. Okay, so my last track is gonna go right against there just like that. Okay guys, so I'm finally all done with this bad boy. Ooh, 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 yes. And as you can see, I got the last track right against. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep it. This is gonna be the last step of this video. All right, I'm just gonna part off this area to make sure it covers the band of the frontal. Okay, and I will be using my Amber J wax stick. I love this. I had one from the hair store, but this one is perfect. It's not too greasy or anything like that. All right, now I'm gonna take my hot comb that is extra super duper hot. Okay guys, so I went ahead and flat ironed the back. Honey, she is looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and work with the front. Okay, let me first cut this cap. All right, so I'm just gonna press everything just going back so it'll be easier when I install the hair. So I'm just taking my wax stick and putting it all across the hairline. Okay, so I went ahead and straightened and hot combed this side. Ooh, beautiful. Let me show you guys. And then I take a section of hair, I take my wax stick, I just run it across it very lightly, comb through it, and then I do the chase method with my flat iron. And by me using that wax stick, it helps with the flyaways as well as to straighten the hair, outweighing it down because it's not greasy. Okay guys, so I'm all done. This is what it looks like. Look at that hairline. Yes. Can't wait to wear her. And look at these bundles. Ooh, yes, come through 28 inches. Okay guys, so that's all for this video. If you would like to see how I install this wig plus an update on this hair, click the link down below. I'll show you guys everything that you need to know.